It's been feeling for some time now that December is going to be a much lighter month. You know, November has just felt like it was slow and dragging on, nothing really moving forward. And December feels like there's going to be some movement forward. Welcome to my channel. I'm Kandi and I want to talk today about December's energy. But first, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you are notified of when future videos are released. So I wasn't even going to come on and do a video about this, but I thought it was interesting in some of the information that I received. So I thought I would share it because November did feel just like it was dragging on. Nothing was really moving. It didn't feel very optimistic. It didn't feel light at all. It just felt a little heavy. So I'm feeling that December, and I have been feeling that it's going to be a much lighter month, a little more playful time. You know, I know we are going to the holidays, so the people that might celebrate the holidays, there might be all sorts of festivities and things going on. People that don't celebrate any holidays, they may just have all sorts of different things that they'll be engaging in. But it just felt like there was going to be like a little bit more fun time to the month, more playful. But then I did ask Spirit, you know, what could Spirit share with me in terms of the month of December? And I got just that. It was going to be a much lighter month. There was going to be movement forward. I could just see a lot of swirling around, a lot of color, especially the color purple. So I just kept thinking from a higher perspective, from a spiritual perspective, just connecting with Source and just moving forward with projects that we might want to engage in or changes that we want to make. So then I also received a message that there may be a high-end car manufacturer that we'll hear news about that may shock us or surprise us. Also, wintry conditions for some areas that don't typically receive wintry conditions till maybe later in the winter months, maybe after December or maybe into January, February. But I felt as though there may be some wintry conditions maybe in the beginning or maybe mid-December for some different areas. I didn't really get anything specific on what areas. And I wrote this stuff down. What was the other? Oh, this was the big one. It did feel to me as though people would experience a heightened sense of intuition or a heightened sense of just knowing. So for those that are intuitive, it may just sort of be off the charts for the month. Or maybe you're just moving into a higher sense of that ability. And for those that didn't realize they had these abilities or never really paid much attention to it, this might be the month that there's going to be more awareness around your abilities to be able to just know things or your intuition. And I also saw I saw the third eye just opening for many people. So that third eye opening, many of the different senses opening up for many, many more people. So it did feel as though December people could really feel a heightened sense of knowing and intuition. And so then I did feel, let's see, I'm just looking at my notes here because I wasn't even going to do a video about this, but I thought I would share it anyway. I pulled some cards, and I pulled 3 cards from my Sufi Tarot deck. And the first card that I received was the 4 of Cups. So it appears that many of us have been given options that we really just didn't care for. You know, this option wasn't going to work, or this option wasn't good enough, or didn't like this option. And it was interesting because this part of the reading really felt as though it aligned with a reading or a video I had just done from a message that I received from John Lennon. So if you have a chance, go take a look at that video if you haven't already seen it yet. So then the next card was the Hierophant card. So looking at things from a higher perspective or from a more spiritual perspective and looking within instead of looking in the outer world and pursuing things that maybe others think you should be doing or you think you should be doing, but you're really not passionate about it. It doesn't really feed your soul. So it was looking within to find what really excites you, what makes your heart sing? What raises your vibration, your frequency? And the only way to do that is really to look inward and to look at what spirit has to say, your higher self wants to share with you. And then I pulled the Ace of Wands, and that's all about a new beginning, a passionate beginning, a creative beginning. Maybe it's an entrepreneurial new beginning. So it, again, was very much in alignment with what the video that I put out about John Lennon, or the message that John Lennon had given me. So it's about turning inward and pursuing something more creative, or something that brings you joy. Cooking, sewing, could be painting, writing music, writing a book, creating music. So whatever that is to you, and turning inward to find what excites you and move forward with it, because we're going to be moving into a 1 year with 2026. It's all about a new beginning. Then I pulled from a predictions card. I saw that there would be a food shortage, and the food shortage was because of a compromise, something harmful, compromised food that might be harmful. And so this food or foods may be pulled from shelves, from the markets, warnings out there because of safety issues. It's been compromised and contaminated. And I know that there has been, I believe poultry has been an issue over the past several months, but I think something else is getting ready to be released or announced. And so it may cause some of your favorite foods or favorite food of not being available for a while. And then finally, I pulled a card from the secret language of light, and it was nourishing the soul. Again, turning inward and creating what it is, looking at what your soul wants you to know, to create and to manifest. So if we dream and believe it, we can create and receive it. So just nourishing our soul, what brings us joy and happiness, excites us, raises our frequency, raises our vibration, raises our frequency, and that we're pursuing things that we're really in alignment with why we're here and what we're meant to do while we're here on Mother Earth. So I hope this information is helpful a little bit for the month of December. Like I said, I wasn't going to share it, but I thought I would put it out there. And I'm going to ask for you to like, share, comment on this video. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know how it goes for you. If your intuition is heightened at all this month, or if you didn't realize you were intuitive and you just started to know things, I'd love to hear more from you. And remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. And I will see you on the next video. Bye for now.